4-3 Baltimore Ravens got off the schneid and got a victory last week. They finally closed out a game against Cleveland. And the 3-4 Buccaneers, they're not doing so well, losing 2 games in a row, back-to-back to Pittsburgh and Carolina, where they're double-digit favorites. And it's not sitting good for Todd Bowles, their head coach. But you look at Tom Brady, everybody's saying he's having such a bad season. He's not doing things. He's completing 67% of his passes. He's got 8 touchdowns and 1 interception on the season. That's not that bad. It's not great or spectacular, but it's not like he's having a horrendous season. But they've got to get the running game going with Leonard Fournette in this game. But you know, when you look at Baltimore, coach, there's one guy you got to look at, Lamar Jackson. He's their entire offense, either running the ball or throwing the ball. But you defend this team, all you got to do is you've got to defend Mark Andrews, the tight end. If you take him out of the equation, Baltimore is a different football team. I can't believe it. Nobody's done that yet, but they're favored by 1.5 on the road at Tampa.
I agree with you about particularly the quarterback from Tampa. He really has done a very nice job. No, they're not winning, but it's not his fault, Mark. It's not like he's turning the football over. They can't run the football. And if you can't run the football and you don't have a quarterback who can scramble and do different things, it presents all kind of pressure on your offense. On the other hand, Lamar Jackson was such an explosive athlete. And almost every game Baltimore has played this year has been decided by a touchdown or less. So it should be a very, very competitive football game. I think Tom Brady, as you mentioned, is throwing the ball well, but they can't run it. They're averaging 3.4 yards per rush, and that's not going to do it in that league. I think that Baltimore will win this football game 24-21. Let me tell you why. Because their punter averages 48 yards a punt, and their field goal kicker is 5 of 6 on field goals over 50 yards. And I think that will be the winning end. I look for Baltimore to win this football game 24-21.
I like Baltimore in this game, too. If you look at Tampa Bay's defense, there's something wrong there. With all the players that they've got that are all-star players and all-pro players, they're just not getting it done. Against Carolina last week, they gave up over 200 yards rushing. That was against the third-team quarterback. And guess what? That was without Christian McCaffrey that they traded to the 49ers. So this is a team that I don't know what's wrong with Tampa. I'm going to go with Baltimore laying 1.5 just because I don't get that great feeling about Tampa on either side of the ball. There's something missing about this football team. I think Baltimore's getting better. They're figuring out how to close games off. I'm taking Baltimore to win this game 30-27.